And we're back out on the Willoway dock. As you can see here, the dock is jumping today. First up here, we're looking at our beautiful 15-gallon blood good maples. Let's take a quick walk to the dock. Up here, look at these beauties. We got our 15-gallon green giant Arbor. Good value on those. Those are landscape grade. And we'll spin around here. They're checking in some 7-gallon burning bush. You can see a lot of trees on the dock today. A few of the carts coming by here. We're looking at our 3-gallon. These are hydrangea petiolaris. Looking at these are ilex galabras. Again, gorgeous full. These are densos here. And then coming down here, we're looking at these are ginger lines. Again, beautiful full plants. The guys trimmed the back, they're brought in the break. Looking good. Folks are checking in some things here. Again, more of those really nice ilex galabra varieties. And then we're looking at some spireas. And then here we have a few of the fragrant viburnums. Looking at a cart of 3-gallon nut spruce. Again, a great plant to get in early. Good plant for landscape. See more of those carts coming up here for check-in, and they're going to roll in the truck here real quick. Look at those gorgeous azaleas. We're looking at some 3-gallon emerald green arborvitae. Again, nice shape and size for those. I'm going to back up here. We're looking at some of our 3-gallon trees that are going out. Again, a lot of folks gearing up for that Arbor Day planting. These 3-gallon trees are perfect for your planting for schools and other different things there. So be sure to check out the Arbor Day special on our 3-gallon trees. Here we're looking at 3-gallon. These are Buxus New Gen Independence. 3-gallon lilacs. These are Centaria Double Blue. And then junipers. Again, a great plant to get in early. These are blue green. Again, if you're looking at landscape grade plants, check these out. Here we have our 5-gallon. This is Buxus Winter Gem. Next is coming in here. We're looking at our 7-gallon densiformis. In the background there, we have some 7 and 15-gallon Alberta spruce. We're going to see these on the dock for some days to come because we got them in the cooler. And you can see hellebores are budded up going. They're looking fantastic. You definitely want to get these in early. Here we're looking at euphorbia. These are ascot rainbow. Look at that beautiful foliage. We have some fuchsia. These are Pallas purples, and they're coming out of the cold houses. You can see they're starting to flush. You know, so you're going to have to watch to protect some of these perennials if they drop below 40 degrees, but these are great little plants. I showed you these last week, and these are nice looking grass here. This is Elijah bluegrass. Look at that nice color. Here we're looking at some sedums. These are autumn joys, and you can see they're just starting to come out, almost can full. Sedum autumn joy. Has some yucca. These are color guards. You can see here, nice color here. Again, these are going to stand up pretty well to the cold. Nice early color. Definitely color good. Great steel blue color on these plants here. We're looking at juniper gray. Euonymus is starting to break growth, and we're seeing some great color on there. Here we're looking at our 2-gallon. These are Euonymus moonshine. We're looking at some Euonymus. These are Gaties in 2 gallons. Again, great early color here. Nice full 2 gallons. We're looking at a pallet of holly that just came in. Again, this is a royal family, male and female in the pot. We got a lot of great looking holly. You can see here flushed out. Nice big heavy plant. One of these off the pallet here to show you. Here we have some 3 gallons. This is Hikura Nishiki. Gorgeous salix. You know, when these flush out, get a little sun, they're going to get the tricolored foliage. Really makes a nice statement for landscape. Some 3-gallon. These are Spirea gold mounds. Again, they're starting to flush out. Guys trim the back. You can see they're uniform. They're going to look good. I'm going to give you a peek. You know, I showed you these several times in the dock videos. Excuse me. These are our 3-gallon. These are Bloomerang dark purples. You can see all those buds at the top. These are gorgeous plants, guys. 3-gallon Syringa dark purple. Art just came up. We're going by, I should say. Here we're looking at our 3-gallon azaleas. These are Stewart's. Again, heavily budded. These are looking fantastic. We're going to give you a lot of color. So be sure to check out our azaleas. We got some great looking 3-gallon azaleas. Looking at some 2-gallon. These are hydrangea little limes. And you know, the paniculatas are tough. You know, they can take this cold weather. They're just starting to break. So I'm going to come in here. You can see the little green tips to them. But yeah, they can hold on for a long time in cooler weather, so you don't have to worry about any of your paniculatas. So here, I'll just show you, this is one go of the dock here, and they're starting to bring in a couple orders of trees. You know, again, this is a perfect time to plant your trees. Nice moisture in the ground. Gonna give them some nice water to get started. And you know, Arbor Day's coming up, so you want to plant some trees. These are our 7-gallon weeping cherries. These are subpendulas. We also have some snow fountains. Outstanding price on these guys. You know, we kept them in that bunker plastic, so they're not going to be you know, bloomed out for you when you get them. So you can get these in and they'll bloom on the lot. Be sure to check out those cherries. You don't want to miss that opportunity. Get some paniculata hydrangea trees. I showed you these. These happen to be vanilla strawberry. We got several others. Again, they're not broke yet, so you see just little green tips on them. And again, these are tough plants. They can take some cold hits. So if you're worried about cold, this would be your plant to get in. Hydrangea paniculata tree form. We have some 3-gallon. These are hydrangea quercifolialis. And again, the guys have trimmed them back, shaped them up. You can see they're just starting to open up. They're going to look great. Give you a peek at some 3-gallon green velvets. Again, nice full 3 gallons there. Then spin over here. Another look at the 3-gallon new gen. These are independents. So we got a lot of nice boxwood ready to ship. Here we have some 3-gallon. These are Holden Arboretum rhododendron hybrids. You know, we brought these on. Great disease resistance on them. Look at the bud count on those. We looked at these last week and they're still looking fantastic. 3-gallon PJMs loaded with buds. You know, in fact, I think we're going to talk a little bit about how we're putting some in the cooler even to extend that season for you. But man, these are nice, tight budded right now. Big full 3-gallon PJM. We're looking at some 2-gallon mop cypress that just came in. Look at the size of these 2 gallons. Great color, good value on them. Be sure to check those out. 2-gallon mop cypress. Next up here we have our 3-gallon. These are new gen freedoms. Out of the holly coming up here. Again, this is a royal family. This is a prince and princess in the same pot, so you don't have to worry about pollination. Gorgeous, heavy 3 gallons. Nice size for those. And the spin around here, I showed you earlier, the Ilex labradensas. Again, these are really nice full plants for 3 gallons. This is mini saffron. Again, the barberries are starting to leaf out, looking really good. Hey, look at these beauties. These are 2-gallon Spirea candy corn. Here we got some more pallets coming up with those beautiful holly, and then more of the Ilex galabra. These are gem box, by the way, from Proven Winners. Again, some more densas. In the background there, you can see the hollies coming in. Gorgeous full plants. Nice 3 gallons, guys. Here we have some fragrant viburnums just come up to the dock here. So here we have sugar and spice. The plants that work. We got Spice Girl and Proven Winners and cayugas and the 3s and the black pots. And you can see the guys did a fantastic job growing them. They've got nice shape, plenty of branching on them. They're trimmed, they look good. And then they're loaded with buds. So the buds on these aren't going to open quite yet, right? So they're going to open a little bit later in the season. That gives some nice fragrance to the garden. Be sure to check out those fragrant viburnums. You can see here, new gens are coming up. You know, the guys keep bringing pallets of these. New gens have been a very popular one. Again, they're boxwood blight resistant, leaf miner resistant. Great package here. New gen boxwood. Some forsythia coming in. That's going to start to color up in the landscape. Here we're looking at Physocarpus in the first editions. This is Amber Jubilee. Great value here. This is 3 gallon. This one is Green Giant 3 gallons here. Again, nice size and value to these. Looking at some B&B coveys, and again, these look to be all 2-inch. You know, those are going to ship out with containers, but you know, red buds again are a great plant for the native, and they have early spring fall. Check out the red buds. Pulled one of these off. Here we have our 3 gallon Procumbens Nana. Nice full crop, nice size to these. We got another pallet of azaleas coming in. We're seeing some X-berries over there, again, tight buds. And here we're looking at those big, beautiful 3 gallon Stewarts. And those 3 gallon azaleas, here we have some Karens that came up. Again, we have beautiful 3 gallon azaleas. Be sure to get them in. If you don't have them on order, we still have some available, but I'd grab them fast. And here I wanted to show you, we still have a few 1 gallon azaleas. And again, that's a great price point. You can still see they're nice size, budded up, looking good. color in these 3-gallon gold lace junipers. Look at the size. We have some 5-gallon green velvets. Now spin over here. Here we have some 3-gallon. These are winter gems. TJMs come in, and here we're looking at our 3-gallon. This one's a little missy. The size of these beauties here. Here we have 3-gallon. These are microbiota Celtic Pride. Here we have Thuya Fire Chief. Again, so this one has that nice autumn color to it, but once we start to get this warm weather, those are going to lighten up and give you another whole shade. So this gives you multiple season interest. Nice plant here, Thuya Fire Chief. For a little bigger plant, here we have our 5-gallon. This is New Gen Freedom. We have some beautiful apple trees coming in here. I believe that's a Liberty. You know, several varieties of apples all coming on the dock. Here we're looking at our 7-gallon Crips Eye. And again, the magnolias are just starting to open up. They're looking good. A quick walk through the dock here. You can see the guys are lining the carts up, getting ready to push them on trucks here real soon. So be sure to get with the sales team. Geez, I hope they'll let me truck for you.